Kaliningrad is certainly one of the more strange places in Eastern Europe. It's a part of Russia that you can only access by going through either the sea to St. Petersburg or going through a certain amount of other countries. It used to be called Königsberg and be part of East Prussia and a huge part of the later formation of Germany as part of Brandenburg and Prussia and the coalition wars. It's also famous for its thinkers such as Kant and its categorical imperative, its huge cities and canals. That was a big part of the eastern ports that made the naval battles of Prussia and later Germany possible. It was then conquered by Soviet Union during World War II as they pushed western, and the flag was put on top of it. Königsberg was in many ways leveled to the ground, and the city lacks its former glory. A lot of the German population was forced to flee, and those that didn't were later deported in the 50s and replaced by Russians in settler programs. Nowadays, it's a military base, a place where naval, army, and air troops go for training, and in order to put pressure on the rest of Europe if they wanted to try anything or if Russia has certain geopolitical objectives. About 1 million people live in Kaliningrad, and 1 out of 100 is part of the military. They do huge military parades, and they go through the city, and it will go through the naval ports, and it will go through the rural parts. It's also a big part of the so-called Suwalki Gap, where they can easily cut off the rest of the Baltics needed. In the end, it's also just a city. It has a lot of the old German architecture, the domes, colorful brown houses in the more Germanic styles, as well as the Brutalski architecture you can easily see in the background here. You would be forgiven if you thought it was a German city, because a lot of it looks like it. It's just a lot of other influences as well. Nowadays, it's almost completely Russian, rough and orthodox, with about 7,000 Germans left, and those that aren't German, so either Ukrainians or Polish. Here you see one of the grand churches that was built, and it's one of the more scenic places that is part of the Kaliningrad Oblast. Thank you for listening. This is Leo.